My name is Steve Reardon. I'm the Managing Director of the Hornbeam Group, which is a group of companies that we've developed over the last few years that specialise predominantly in the building industry. We have a loft conversion business called North London Lofts. We have the base room company, which builds basements under people's back gardens. We have a home improvement company called Hornbeam Home Improvements, and we have a hamper business called Give a Hamper. I was a manager within the company. I could see it was in trouble. The cash flow was tight, checks were bouncing. The directors at the time were just pumping more and more money into the business to keep it afloat. As I was sitting on the sidelines watching the business as it was starting to fail, I could see how we needed to change and bring in new strategies to get our clients to pay more regularly, to be able to increase the cash flow. Eventually it came to a point where we had to call it, and the banks had lost confidence in the business as it stood, and it was just time for it to end, really. I had a dream and desire to run my own business, and I could see that I could, with help, make this business work. And so I took the business out of administration and took it forward. One of the first things I did when I took the business over was to look at the processes in the way that we did things and evaluate every area of the business. So I would look at the suppliers. Were we getting a good deal from them? Could we get a better deal from them? But could I keep confidence with them? Could I build relationship with them? Could I change the way that we build a loft? Could I look at the way in which the process came together? I looked at the administration of the business. Was that something that needed attention? Yes, it was. So I brought in some administrative staff. I looked at the accounting processes and I changed the accountant. The suppliers and the bank knew that there were problems with the business because obviously they were having checks which were not being honoured, and the accounts were filling up to beyond their credit terms. I went round and saw all of the creditors that the previous company owed money to, and I went and negotiated with each one of them a settlement figure on the money that was owed from the previous business, and then I worked that out over time as we took the business forward. The suppliers and the creditors that we had in the previous business generally are the same people that we still use even to today, 3-4 years on. So it managed to keep a really good relationship all the way through. One of the things that I saw is that we could brand ourselves better. So we got new big scaffold banners that were on the side of our scaffolds. We rebuilt the website. We made sure that we were high up on Google on an internet search, and we wanted to build on recommendation. So we decided that we would drive ourselves and build our business on the work that we did, the quality of the work that we did, and on getting a good reputation. And over 60% of our work now is based on recommendation. I think the main hurdle in turning the business around was confidence. Did I have enough confidence in myself that this was going to work? Because when the chips are down, I think you generally look at yourself and think, well, what have I done wrong, or where have I gone wrong, or what mistakes did I make? So I think just knowing that you're making good and right decisions is really important, and being able to stand by them and having confidence that actually, yeah, this can go forward. Obviously, when I took over the business, I was looking at all the different areas, and one of the areas was expansion. Where do we go from here? Do we continue to build lofts? How many lofts are there in London that can be built? How many of them are we going to actually build? And I wanted to expand and diversify a little bit. So we looked at other areas of business. One of the areas that we looked at was garden rooms. We thought, well, why don't we start building log cabins? We're carpenters. And as we went down that process, looking at areas, we came up with an innovation, which is a base room, which is what we're sitting in at the moment, which is a room that goes in your back garden. It is underground, and unlocking space within your property, which for us was great because that's what we're about. We love the idea of turning something that really has no value as a dark and empty space in a loft or ground underneath your garden, and turning it into something of real value. And so it was really exciting to sort of look at other areas of business. So now we have base rooms, which is our own innovation, which we've won awards for, and it's taken us on a fantastic journey. My advice to anybody who's in difficulty and realises they need to change their business around, or they need to make a change, then just take a good, long, hard look at yourself and your business, and make the decisions that are going to really, they might be hard and tough decisions, but make the decisions that are going to change things, that are going to make it for the better, and get the right people into place. Look at your strengths and your weaknesses. You work on your strengths and find someone to come alongside you that has a strength that is your weakness. But make changes and make those tough decisions.